Hello, it's Kit Allowitz, and welcome back to yet again another Leadership Journey video segment. Today I'm back in the backyard of Dr. Brett Savage. Welcome to the show, Dr. Savage. I've got another topic I'd like to talk to Brett about and get some perspective on. Now, Brett teased us on this topic months, and it's been some time ago, around the leadership journey, but it's time to revisit. So, Brett, it seems like so much energy and time is wasted, quotes, by humans, me included, with feelings,
me included.
Yeah. With feelings of hurt, of offense taken, of ego driving our feet in on something, stubbornness, that get in the way of us moving the relationship along, unstucking things that get stuck in the organization. And you have a very intriguing philosophy, perspective. There's a gentleman that you know that you take some of your concepts from. Would you tell us more about this and how we can take action and stop this stuck that tends to happen in organizations?
Yeah, and we'll have a little friend help us here. The tool that I've picked up on to help me as a psychologist help my clients actually comes from a philosopher by the name of Martin Buber. The CIA actually snuck him out on a Swedish passport in 1930s Germany, and we knew where things were going, at least we had a hint. Came to the US, and he brought a little book with him called Ich und Du, I and You. And in it he describes that in a relationship, there's two ways you can be in a relationship. I, it, meaning I'm the I, the individual, and you're the it, the thing, the pebble in my shoe, the burden I bear through life, right? Or I, you, I'm the I and you're the you, where you're just a regular, normal human being, just like me, not exactly like me. I see that you have thoughts in your heads and feelings in your heart and soul, and you're connected to other people, maybe connected to me. In other words, your life is real. And so I don't see you as a burden, though I may see you have burdens. I don't see you as the cause of my bitterness, my anger, my acrimony, my offense. But I see that what you may do is offensive. So it's not a sugar-coated world where everyone's great. The difference between them is when I see you as an object, a thing, an it, I do in fact see you as the cause of all my problems. And so if we are angry with each other, we're in a project and you're just so difficult to work this project with, I see you as the problem, which is very different than, Kit, we have a problem, can we figure this out? I won't have that conversation with you because you're the problem. And I would come and talk to you, but of course I can't, because you're the problem. So Buber gives us this great tool to say, look, when we're on the outs with somebody, we typically want to fix the other person. Because if you just be nicer and see things my way, then we'd be fine here. But my attempt to change you is generally received as, well, are you trying to change me? I'm not the problem, you're the problem, right? And so we even get in this rather stable, mutually blaming, mutually defensive, you've offended me, right? When strangely, the first one to change, and you may not be innocent, the great joke is, if you and I are having trouble with each other, I'm not innocent either. So while I feel often as if I'm innocently put upon by you, that's actually, strangely, evidence that I'm not innocent at all. I'm not the emotional victim I claim to be. And so my recommendation to people is, look, that other person in your life may not be innocent. Here's the great cosmic joke. You're not innocent either. And we usually start examining the stories and you go, oh, you know, I do harbor some. And so instead of me trying to change you, and you may need to change, the first place to begin is with yourself. If I will give up taking offense at you, what you say, and what you do, and how you act, right? Or, I love this one, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Well, you're still taking offense at how they say it. If I will end my participation in taking offense, a very strange thing happens. And it's psychologically incredibly interesting to me is I no longer see you as my offender. I no longer see you as my victimizer because I don't feel the victim anymore emotionally. And a change, sometimes incredibly drastic, comes over me when I give you a different person to be with rather than try to fix you. I turn my heart, instead of against you and get closed off and defensive, you're not going to hurt me again. And it seems a little ironic. It's like, so I'm going to open myself up to the possibility. It's like, that's exactly right. Open yourself up to the possibility. And oftentimes what happens is the other person will so immediately sense that you're being genuine with them. It's like, can we talk about this problem? Which is very different than, you are a real problem, kid, and I do not know how to get past this. The first one, the outcome is very different than the second one of you're the problem. So my invitation is, and I think it's Buber's invitation is, give the other person this non-offense taking individual first, this non-resentful person. In other words, let it go, give it up, and now you can talk about the actual items, because now we may be talking about some problems in this implementation, but I don't see you as the problem. And now I may actually listen to you. You might have some really great ideas, and I'm not defensive. I'm not hurt, because those feelings come, strangely enough, not by what you do to me, not the offense you might give to me, because that's possible. Those feelings result by the offense I take at you, which is why the first place to start is here. You may respond, you may not, but the thing is, I'd be free. I'd be out of seeing you as the burden to deal with, and simply seeing you as a human being that I disagree with, perhaps. We can get past that. And the more we do that, the better it gets, right? And in practice, it becomes enculturated. You institutionalize that, it changes everything. You get enough people who just will not take offense at what other people do, and you can now talk about anything honestly, clearly, succinctly. I don't have to say it nicely so I don't hurt your feelings. I'll just very clearly say, kid, here's how I see it. What do you think? And there's no offense, there's no weirdness, and we can work through just about anything, I think. Which is why I use that as a tool. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So there you go. A refresher for some of us on I at IU, and an invitation for all of us on the leadership journey to consider in our work settings. There is a plethora of interactions where, if we were to consider some of the I at IU methodologies and principles, I think we're going to continue to move ourselves along the third eye. So, Dr. Savage, thank you again for coming. Loved your reaction response. Thanks for letting us hang out in your backyard.
Anytime.
That being Utah, can you beat the topography of Utah? I don't think you can. I'm Kit Alowitz. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.